So through all of this, Trump has decided to unveil Trump Mobile. Let's take a look at this phone. Yes, this is not a joke. You'd think this is satire, something that you'd read about in The Onion. But no, Trump actually has unveiled Trump Mobile. Let's actually watch his son, Eric Trump, talk about the big announcement. Here it is.
Well, thank you very much, everybody. And on behalf of Don and I, and really everybody in the Trump organization, we have a lot of our employees here today. We couldn't be more excited about this venture. This year has really been a year of technology. Don and I have spent so much of our time in that. We're building the greatest hotels on earth. We're building the greatest golf course on earth. But we're also spending a lot of time in the technology field. Everybody knows what we've done in crypto. I think we've got the greatest projects in crypto, and more our company is evolving into various sectors. And but there is kind of a key to that, and that is America. Right? I mean, the fact that all your customer service will be done in America. It's going to be done in St. Louis, Missouri. I hope I was allowed to give that out. And making phones in America. It's about time we bring products back to our great country. And it's about time we disrupt this space. And between really the three gentlemen here, again, hundreds of years in the mobile space, they know the world better than anybody. And we couldn't be more excited about this partnership. So, guys, to an extremely fun and successful venture, to one that's all American, based here in America with an American family. We're gonna have a lot of fun doing this for years and years to come. So, on behalf of myself, the Trump organization, Don, obviously, the entire family, thank you guys. We look forward to it, and some amazing things to come. There's a lot of things that we're not even mentioning on the stage right now, which we're gonna be announcing in the next couple weeks and months. But couldn't be more excited to be doing this with you.
Okay, so he also spoke a little bit more about why they're doing Trump Mobile on Fox News. Watch this.
This morning, you've got an announcement on a new phone. Tell me about that and what you're looking to, quote unquote, correct here.
Yeah. Well, Maria, more and more we're using technology as a company, right, to correct the problems. Obviously, Truth Social was to correct freedom of speech, right? I mean, he lost his throughout the political process. Obviously, crypto, and we've got the biggest projects in crypto, was to correct another problem, which is the fact that they were debanking all conservatives. I was the most canceled person probably in the history of the country. And now we're doing Trump Mobile, and Trump Mobile is going to revolutionize cell phones, mobile calling. We're going to do it better. We're going to do it safer. We're going to have more functionality, more features. And the coolest thing about all these ventures is we're doing it right here in the United States. You're not calling up call centers in Bangladesh. You're not, you're doing it right out of St. Louis, Missouri. And you're going to have phones that are made right here in the United States of America. And it's going to be cheaper, $47 a month. You're going to have more international dialing for free, hundreds of countries, international dialing for free. It is the biggest bang for the buck, and we're really excited to get into the space. I mean, when you take kind of technology, obviously real estate's always been our bread and butter, but when you take the technology world between the social platforms, the actual hard devices, which is really what Trump Mobile is, and then kind of the true retail banking, CeFi, DeFi, worlds of cryptocurrency, which is no question where the world is going. I really believe we're going to have one of the great kind of tech platforms as part of the Trump organization of any company in the world, and I couldn't be more proud of Trump Mobile.
What's interesting about this is I don't really know which businesses they're targeting. So they're claiming, we're going to be an American first organization. We're going to be bringing everything to America, but they're not manufacturing phones at this point. They do have a phone that they are going to be manufacturing. We'll get to that. But right now they're saying on their website, you can bring your own phone. So it's an all American performance everyday price, $47.45 a month, unlimited talk. So $47.45, $47.45 for Trump, $47.45. Unlimited talk, text, and data, no contract, cancel anytime, international calling to 100 destinations, free SIM kit and shipping, bring your own phone, and no credit check. So right now it's just a plan, an actual cell service, which you get with T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T, and they're saying, but this is America. I mean, I believe like T-Mobile, for example, their customer service is based in America. I think a lot of these companies, their customer service is based in America. So I'm a little confused by this because I thought at first when they were unveiling Trump Mobile that they were going after, let's say, Apple, for example, because they don't like the fact that Apple is manufacturing their cell phones in China and they want to bring that manufacturing to the United States. And so they want phones to be manufactured in the US. But who's going to be making your phone? So then they say on their website, they do have this phone that is going to be available. Let's show the phone. This is the T1 phone. The price is going to be $499 for this phone. The down payment is $100. The status is it's coming soon. It looks kind of like an iPhone. The cameras on the back are a bit different. They're calling it a Model T1 phone, 8002 gold version. Of course, it's gold. It is it's 6.8 inch screen. You know, it's got all these different cameras, fingerprint sensor, AI face unlock. What I want to know is who's making these phones? They're saying, oh, they're going to be made in America, right? But with parts from where? So you're going to get the parts from Israel? Are you going to carry a phone that was made by Israel? The parts were made by Israel. Do you trust what those parts might be and where those parts came from and what those parts might do in 5 years when they don't like what you say when you're talking on the phone? So where are you getting the parts? And the irony, are you getting the parts from China? And then you're going to be manufacturing the phone in the United States. It's just, you know, this is just kind of an interesting, I mean, good for the, fine. You know what? Make a phone. Sure. I mean, we could always use more competition and more services. I don't have anything against that. I'm a little confused as to what businesses they're doing with this when they say they're an American first company. Who are they actually going after when they have just a cell service at this point rather than actually manufacturing? And then when they do manufacture these phones, I have a lot of questions on where are these parts actually coming from? Who's actually manufacturing these phones? Where did the technology come from? And that should be a question that we all have because we've seen the Trump administration quite closely aligned with some big tech companies that you might be very uncomfortable with having your data. I mean, one of the things about Apple, hate them, you know, love them or hate them, is that they've been extremely protective of their users' data. They have made it very difficult for even law enforcement to get into phones after terrorist attacks, after crimes. Apple has been highly protective with the privacy of their users, but with still some leaks there, with still some problems there, of course. But I'm not sure if I would trust the Trump mobile and whoever the first question I have is who's manufacturing the parts of this phone, who's really manufacturing the phone, and what kind of software are they sticking in here, and what kind of face recognition. It says it's going to have AI face unlock, like who's making that? What are they going to do with all of our data? You've got Palantir now that is going to be sourcing all the data of all these Americans and putting it in one place. Will this phone help with that? It's a good question. Those are just some of the questions that I have. Hey guys, thank you for watching this clip from the full Kim Iversen Show, which you could check out Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern at KimIversonShow.com. See you there.